Anupamaa spoiler. Vanraj's call amid mysterious disappearance leaves Anuj and Shahs worried. Star Plus Anupamaa has been numero uno on the TRP charts for quite some time now. While the show does not seem to budge from its #1 spot on the charts, the recent exit of Sudhanshu Pandey from the show has left the ardent viewers of the show anticipating the unfolding of the upcoming storyline. Looks like the makers of Anupamaa are all set to bring in the big twist to justify Vanraj's disappearance from the show. According to a report in India forums, Tashu will get a call from an unknown number, and that call will be of Vanraj. Vanraj will sound troubled and hurt, and Tashu will figure out that he has landed in a trouble. Tashu will try talking more, but the call will eventually disconnect. He will then call back on the same number, but the number will then be unavailable. Paki will learn of this and will tell Tashu that she too has tried reaching out to Vanraj, but his number has been unavailable. Anupamaa, Anuj and the Shahs will learn of the same, and all of them will be left worried. It will be interesting to see how do the makers of the show bring back Vanraj, and who will now be seen playing the character. As per recent media reports, Punkit Thakur has been roped in to essay the character. However, there has been no clarity on the same yet. A few days ago, Sudhanshu Pandey announced his exit from the show and revealed he has not been shooting for the show ever since Raksha Bandhan. Reports further suggested that the actor had a fallout with Rupali Ganguly and Rajan Shahi. However, Sudhanshu has denied all of these reports. Anuj deals with the shock of losing Anupamaa, portrayed by Rupali Ganguly, forever. At the same time, everyone was crying outside the hospital room when Anuj entered the hospital. He can't deal with this loss and is not ready to accept that Anupamaa is no more, and assures Adya that Anupamaa couldn't go like that. As Anuj starts screaming outside the hospital room, doctors find Anupamaa alive and say that it's a miracle. Doctors tell everyone that she's alive. Anuj thanks God for saving Anupama's life. Bala comes to know that Anupama's life is saved now and tells Kinjal and Paki. Kinjal shares her happiness with Ba. She starts crying and hugs her. Anuj arrives at Anupama's ward as she regains consciousness. She opens her eyes, calls out Kapadia ji, and reaches for his hand. As everyone outside smiles seeing her awake and recovering, Anuj gently holds her hand, kisses it, and wipes away his tears. He expresses that God has gifted him once more by bringing her back, and praises her for fighting through death and returning. She asks if what she saw while she was unconscious was real or just a dream. Anuj reassures her that it was indeed real, and he had always believed she would come back from death. Adya arrives and calls out to Anupamaa, resting her head on hers as she cries. Babuji remarks that now his daughter's family is complete, and the festival has truly become a celebration. Adya apologizes to Anupamaa and Anuj, acknowledging that she failed to be a good daughter despite Anupama's efforts to guide her. She admits to being stubborn. Anuj reassures Adya that her mistakes are fine and praises their reunion as a blessing. Anupamaa, surrounded by family, reassures Babuji and insists on their presence despite the doctor's advice for rest. Titu agrees when Tashu suggests they go home. Meenu says mommy will sleep because of the medication. Babuji tells Anuj to stay with Anupamaa, and they leave. Anuj tells Adya he missed her and thought he had lost her until Anupamaa brought her back. Everyone starts dancing to celebrate the occasion. Tashu, Titu, Babuji and Meenu join them. Babuji tells him to play the doll and dance, saying Jai Shri Krishna. He adds that he wasn't talking to God, but since God returned, the fight is over.